Oh, now it's too bright. Okay. This is my third pregnancy update. I am in my 9th week. So I think it's been 2 weeks since I last did an update. Actually, so since I last spoke to you, I've been to the doctor and had a scan, and when they measured me, they said I was actually further along than I thought I was. So I thought I was 9 weeks and they said I was 8 weeks, 4 days. But time has passed and now I'm officially 9 weeks, 1 day today. And I'm gonna give an update on some of the symptoms I've been feeling and the appointment that I had, my first ultrasound, which was nuts. So I'm back in New York. I've seen all my friends. I haven't told my friends, which has been actually much easier than I thought because I feel like I'm just catching up with them about our travels and they're just not asking, they're not thinking about what could possibly be going on. There's no clue, I'm still not showing. But an update on the symptoms for the last 2 weeks. So I'd say week 7, week 8 and week 8. Oh my gosh. The number one symptom that I have been suffering from, which has been borderline like upsetting, has been just tiredness. Such low energy. I've never felt this amount of low energy in my entire life. I'm sleeping a solid 8 hours a night, but by 1 p.m. I'm so tired. And maybe it's because I'm not drinking coffee, but I think it's also because I'm growing a human being, and it is just hard because, for example, this weekend I had lots of plans, social plans, and everyone's, you know, used to seeing me full of energy, but all I can talk about is how tired I am and I'm yawning all the time. So that has been hard. First I thought it might be because my iron levels were low, but I did a blood test and everything's good. So the tiredness is real. One of my apps said that this is peak symptoms, this time that I'm in. So hopefully it just gets better from now, but right now it's a lot. The second symptom, which I just didn't think I would get and I didn't think it would last this long, is nausea. And it's like all day nausea. It's like I wake up and I feel my stomach, like, it's different from seasickness or motion sickness. It's just this lull in your stomach that is uncomfortable and makes you feel gross, really. It's not nice at all. But at the same time, I'm very grateful for my symptoms, like this one in particular, because it confirms that like baby's still growing, baby's still there, I still feel pregnant, I'm not throwing up. But yeah, that has been tough. Particularly like I feel it's much worse when I have not eaten for some time, or if I'm wearing tight jeans or jeans that are on my stomach. And I will show my stomach at the end of the video. And also I'm going to share some scriptures which has been encouraging me and hopefully will be able to encourage you during this time. But yes, things that have helped me with the nausea: ginger tea. I'm currently drinking ginger and lemon tea. This has been my saving grace. Eating more frequently, like savory foods. But with that nausea has come a heightened sense of smell. This is so opposite to me because I'm always a person that can't smell what everyone else can smell, and now I can smell things like in the other room, like 2 rooms away, and I don't like it because it's good things and bad things, and I just feel like everything is heightened. But again, grateful for the symptoms because it means baby's growing and baby's still chugging along. A recent symptom that I just started getting in, I'd say in the last week, has been heartburn. So I have the Tums on deck. I have been trying to avoid certain foods. I would say in terms of aversions and cravings, I have way more aversions than I have cravings. I'm not really craving anything. I don't really know what I want. It's more that I don't want things, and I don't want meat. I don't want anything spicy or with a strong smell, like just bland food. Fruit has been giving me life. I think it will continue to, because I just can't imagine a world when I didn't like fruit. I'm trying to think if there are any others that I wrote down that have been, oh yeah, bloating. Like I'll put my jeans on the start of the day, feel great, feel good. By the middle of the day, I'm like unbuttoning my button because it's terrible. Like in church yesterday, we sat down and I had to literally undo my button and my zip. And it's my fault because all of my jeans, I've had them taken in, like tailored to be like tight and constraining around the belly, so that if I tuck tops in, they stay in. And like I like high-waisted jeans. I like them actually fitting my waist because normally there's a gap. But now basically all my jeans are uncomfortable, and I don't have any low-rise jeans really, maybe one pair. So that's a problem that I'm gonna have to resolve. But bloating and also burping, which is gross. I'm not a burper. And it's so frequent as well that it's like you can't hide it. It's like back to back to back burps, no matter what you eat. I think it's just a symptom of pregnancy. So those are my symptoms over the last couple of weeks. Other than that, I feel good. The tiredness, I'm really hoping it improves. I did go on a run for the first time since being pregnant, whereas I used to run like 3 times a week, and it was amazing. It felt like euphoria. And then the next day I was like, my whole body's broken. I felt like I was getting sick. I felt like my body was just like shutting down. Everything hurt. It was not good. So I think I'm gonna have to build up slowly to my running capacity, my typical running capacity. But yeah, I've been taking it slow. I don't have much motivation to work out. Running is more for my mental state. And the heartburn, it's coming, it's right now. But while I have you, I'm gonna get the picture of the baby from the ultrasound. So we went for our first ultrasound. Let's make sure it's my full head. We went for our first ultrasound on Thursday. And it was just to, you know, confirm that the baby is there and to hear the heartbeat. And it was like, I felt a lot of nerves going into it. Just because I thought there might be bad news, or I didn't know what they were going to tell me, and I didn't know what the hospital was going to be like it was all going to be new. So I felt some trepidation. I know that I should have felt excitement, but I'm trying to train my mind to expect the best, not the worst, which I'll get onto with the scriptures. But we saw baby. This is the baby. We don't know what it is yet, whether it's a boy or a girl. And we heard the heartbeat, which was so wild that there are 2 hearts inside of me right now. Baby is great, growing perfectly. And this week we'll do a blood test to be able to find out the gender, which we do want to know before the baby is born. We're not going to have a surprise, but I'm not sure whether we're just going to get the envelope and open it or do some sort of reveal, TBD. But yeah, I saw my baby, which is just wild to me. Like, there's a baby in me. I have a feeling it's a boy because my family keeps speaking about it like it's a boy. Everyone just has this feeling it's a boy, and I always imagine myself as a boy mum, but I also like would just be overjoyed with a girl. Whatever we get is what God has intended. Now, on that note, through this time, it has been really hard to deal with the symptoms in a positive way and look on my pregnancy in a positive way. I'm obviously so grateful to be pregnant, like beyond grateful that God is knitting together a child in my womb. But at the same time, it was like, this does not feel good. Like, at least with the period, you know, it's like 7 days, 6 days, and it's done. This is like when will it end? And I know after the first trimester things are supposed to get better, but in the middle it can be really hard. And I think my hormones at the same time have been up and down and not helping with my mood. So I've been reading certain scriptures which have been encouraging me, which I wanted to share. So the first one is Exodus 23:26, and it says, "And none will miscarry or be barren in your land. I will give you a full lifespan." I just think that's so encouraging to just meditate on and believe for yourself and claim and say again, none will miscarry or be barren in your land. I will give you a full lifespan. Psalm 139 verses 13 to 18. "For you created my innermost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be." All the days. "How precious to me are your thoughts, God. How vast is the sum of them. Were I to count them, they would outnumber the grains of sand. When I awake, I am still with you." I love that. I absolutely love that. And that's Psalm 139, 13 to 18. Another scripture that I've been loving, which I actually don't know which chapter this is in because I took a screenshot, but "Surely the righteous will never be shaken. They will be remembered forever. They will have no fear of bad news." I'm going to say it again. They will have no fear of bad news. Their hearts are steadfast, trusting in the Lord. Their hearts are secure. They will have no fear. In the end, they will look in triumph on their foes. And 1 Timothy 2:15, "But women will be saved through childbearing if they continue in faith, love, and holiness with self-control." And the last one, which I've been saying over and over and over again to myself, again, I'm not sure which chapter this is in, but we probably all heard it before. "For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that is to be revealed to us." I believe that for me, that whatever I'm going through now is nothing compared to the joy that is set before me with this child and before Stephen. And it's like, one day I will forget all about this. It will be a distant memory because I will be filled with joy when I see my child. It's like they say, like after childbirth, the mothers forget the pain, or the pain is like diminished in their mind because compared to the overwhelming love and joy they feel having a child, there's no comparison. And one other, which is one of my favorite verses of all time, is Exodus 14:14. "The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still." And that is just a verse I love to remind me that, like, I don't have to control everything. I don't have to do all the research. I don't have to like overthink. It's not gonna cause a better outcome, right? Like, there's nothing I can do with this child other than take my prenatals, rest, eat, don't drink, of course, but like there's a lot out of my control. And so I need to be reminded that the Lord is fighting for me. There are more on my side than there are against me. And I just need to be still and trust. So that is everything. I'm pregnant. I'm 9 weeks 1 day. I think I'll do another update after my end of first trimester appointment. And then, yeah, hopefully shortly after that I'll be able to tell my friends, and that will be amazing. But yes, hopefully this helped you if you're pregnant, or if you're thinking about getting pregnant and you just love hearing how it goes. I'm one of those people. And I will see you at the next update.